Yo, you guys, welcome back to another video. This is Michigan Sports Talk here, and in this one we got another Michigan football video for you guys, but also it kind of affects almost every single college athlete here. If you guys did not hear, there are new NIL rules. The NCAA has now made it official that college athletes can start making money on their name, image, and likeness. They just put this in a couple days ago, and it is very huge, especially for Michigan. We're going to be getting into everything today, and I know we should probably be talking about recruiting, but obviously there is not that much going on in recruiting. If there was, I would cover it for you guys, but right now there isn't that much going on with Michigan football recruiting, and I kind of wanted to cover this anyways with the name, image, and likeness, and how it could really affect recruits coming here to Michigan, because Michigan is such a big name brand, and how players could really come here to Michigan to make more money. We're going to be getting into everything like that, guys, and also cool things that the Michigan football players are doing, such as playing video games with fans and everything. We're going to be getting into everything and how cool this is for student athletes, so stay tuned. And if you guys are new around here, I greatly appreciate it if you could go ahead, hit that subscribe button. It not only helps me, it helps you guys as well, as you guys get updated with news around Michigan sports. So it helps you and it helps me. It's a win-win, so go ahead, do that for me. I greatly appreciate it, and let's get right into today's video. Alright, now one thing you should know right off the bat is that Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer said that the Michigan laws that they put in will not go into effect until December 31st, 2022, so not until next year. And when that does go in place, though, it will allow student athletes of all sports to enter into endorsement deals, hold autograph signings, and profit for the first time. Now, before they can do all of that, they can do a lot of other stuff to make money as well. And so one thing that almost more than half a dozen Michigan football players have announced what they're doing is their affiliation with Yoke Gaming. It is a marketing company that allows members of the public to pay a fee through a mobile app to play video games with star athletes. Now, before college student athletes joined this, the company was also had like NFL players, NBA stars, and all of those people, because they could do it because they're out of college. But now, beginning this week, fans will be able to go up and play against Michigan running back Blake Corum, wide receiver Mike Sainristil, defensive players Donovan Jeter and Darian Green Warren, and first year linebacker Junior Colson. And so that is very cool, you guys. You guys can literally go play against Michigan football athletes in a video game, and meanwhile they are getting paid by doing it, but also it is just a fun experience. Now, I'm pretty sure you do have to pay a fee to do it, but it is a very cool experience, I think, and that is a very cool idea. Now, one more thing, defensive end Aiden Hutchinson, who is coming back for one more year, he actually announced his new personal brand. It's called Hutch, and he actually began selling a limited number of self-branded jersey shirts for $40, and he actually did it through a popular athlete merchandise company. You guys might have heard it already. It's called The Player's Trunk, and they pretty much sell like game-worn stuff like helmets, jerseys, or like sweatshirts and sweatpants and everything like that. Now, there is no word on how much of a cut that Hutchinson will get paid from the sales, but it is still a very cool idea for student athletes to be making money. And one thing I do want to stress upon here in this video is for not only for the D1 student athletes that have scholarships and everything, but this is really huge for student athletes that are going to college and they don't have a scholarship, and they really have to work for their to be able to go to college, and they have to work meanwhile they're a student athlete playing in a sport. And I know that is very stressful for student athletes because they don't have a scholarship. So this could be very huge, especially for those types of student athletes where they can just make money and they might not have to work as much, and they can just make money on their name, image, and likeness. So this is very huge for not only student athletes with scholarships, but also student athletes with no scholarships, and that people will have to work for their money to stay in college and also at the same time play their sport and everything. And I know that can be very stressful for a lot of student athletes. And so yeah, it's very huge for not only student athletes that have scholarships, that everything gets paid for from the college, but also student athletes that aren't on a scholarship and they have to pay for everything. So this is very huge and very, very this really needed to happen, I think, in my opinion, as it is very huge for those student athletes that aren't on scholarships. Now, a lot of Michigan football players did go on Twitter and pretty much said, hey, I would be, excited for any opportunity to make money, to do, commercials or anything, to promote anything and to make money. And a lot of people have been doing that and pretty much saying, hey, hit my DM for any business inquiries. And so that is very huge. And, for these college athletes to be making money, it could go either way, especially for like D1 athletes that are on scholarships and everything. This could really shake up college football recruiting, especially for Michigan. It could go really good for Michigan, or it could go really bad for Michigan. But in my personal opinion, I think this should go in Michigan's way, because Michigan is a brand known college, and people come here because of the tradition, and it's a big school. And if you talk about anybody, I mean, everybody knows the Michigan Wolverines. Everybody knows the big name brand Michigan Wolverines. And so this should be huge for recruiting, as recruits might say, hey, I could maybe really make a lot of money going here to Michigan rather than going to Ohio State or Northwestern or the smaller colleges. So yeah, it could be very huge, but at the same time, schools like Ohio State, Alabama, Clemson, and schools that have already made the playoffs, it could be very huge for them as well, because they are known for college football and everything. So but it should really go Michigan's way for recruiting, I think, with this in place. And so it should be huge, and we'll see how it goes. Now, I know a lot of college athletes really have been stressing this a lot, and they feel like when they are have their name, image, and likeness out there, but they're not making money for any of it. And I feel like that could be very frustrating for these college athletes, and just having their name, image, and likeness everywhere, but they're not making money on anything. So this is very huge for them, and I think this will make a lot of college athletes happy that they can start making money early. Now, I'm sure there will be a lot of interesting ideas where you guys, if you are a fan of Michigan or a fan of any college team, and you want to, let's say go and, visit a college football player, then you can probably meet up with them, or, do something with them, like play video games, or, have them show up to one of your like special events. There's going to be a lot of stuff like that, so look out for those opportunities if you guys really do want to meet college football players, like a Michigan football player or anything. So if you guys do want to do that, you guys can literally just do that now when this thing gets going and everything. So that should be very cool, especially for the fans, for the experience, and also at the same time the student athletes are making money on it. So it works both ways for the fans and for the student athletes as well. Now, the last thing I will touch up on is the college football video game. Now, the EA Sports have already come out and said that they are going to make a new one, but this actually just really, kind of gives EA Sports an advantage as well, and maybe student athletes can start making money on this video game, because if their names are going to be in the video game, they might be able to make money with their name being in the video game. But I'm actually very excited for this video game to come out, and maybe when it does, I'll make like maybe a franchise, and we can make a gaming channel for you guys if you guys are interested in that. I don't know, but something like that we could do. But I'm very excited for this video game to come out, and I'm sure a lot of other college football fans are as well. Alright, so that will pretty much wrap up today's video, guys. A lot going on here. This is very huge for student athletes, as their name, image, and likeness, they'll be starting to make money off of their name, image, and likeness. Very cool for them, and a huge advantage for them. Michigan personally should be taking advantage of this, as they could really do some damage in recruiting and have players come here to make, money, and so this should be a huge advantage for Michigan in recruiting. So just wanted to make a video on this topic for you guys, and let me know down in the comment section what you guys think about this. I'm very interested to know on what you guys think about this, if it will ruin college football. I know the college football playoffs and everything could really affect a lot of this, and a lot of recruits going to the college football teams to make money, because obviously they are on national TV, always, like Alabama, always, it's a big name in college football. So but if they do expand the college football playoffs, that could really help a lot of schools as well. But yeah, let me know down in the comment section what you guys think about this. And that will pretty much wrap it all up, guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Please consider subscribing. I greatly appreciate it. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.